Yo, what up, man? You know, you got to strike while the iron is hot, man. Shout out to Ramil for the alley oop, bro. Yo, shout out, Mickey. What's going on, bro? Hey, man, listen me. Listen, bro. Y'all know how we do. Y'all know how we do it, man. You know how we get down. Again, I want to give a huge thank you to each and every one of you guys, man. We hit 3K subs yesterday. I didn't even know. You guys let me know, so I greatly appreciate it. We're just gonna keep this thing moving, keep growing, keep this thing, actual people that give a damn. I ain't trying to have, 10,000 subs and 7,000 of motherfuckers not know or care about what the hell I got to say. I want every last one of my subs to actually give a damn about this message because again, we're doing this for the black man, which is in tune again with the black race. The men are the leaders. Okay, no matter what we've been taught, no matter how we've been improperly programmed and trained, um, the men of any and every society are the leaders. The men are the builders. The men are the defenders. The men are the protectors. The men are the innovators. Okay, not saying that women can't contribute um, uh, in their way, and that there aren't women that are able to contribute the same way that men do, but they're very, I repeat, very to the nth power limited, and it's a small degree when it comes to a woman being able to have the output, the impact, influence that a man does. Okay, and unfortunately, for so long, at least going on 3 to 4 generations now in the black community, we've been told that the woman's supposed to be the leader, and the whole objective of my channel is to kill that narrative, not change it, not convince otherwise, absolutely destroy, murder, kill, obliterate all those things because it's a deadly mentality for young black boys and black men to have because again you are limiting yourself by putting yourself in a feminine mind frame. Okay, men are not made to be women physically, mentally, or emotionally. Okay, the biggest problem, the issue we have as black men is that we don't have men around to ignite the masculine flame that's within all of us. Shout out to my son. Love him to death, man. My son saved my sanity. Okay. My son saved my sanity because all of you guys that know me have heard me speak. Shout out to my man D Rock Dan for the 499. Congrats, Miss Fantastic 824 for the 3K subs. Appreciate you, brother. Couldn't be here without you, man. Um, uh, my son saved my sanity, man, because everybody knows the number one job is most important to me is being a father because of me not having a father or having a father and him not being there like he should have been. Me understanding the importance of a father, especially most importantly on his son, more so than anything else. Because again, the father is supposed to set the son up for success. Success is even higher than his own, okay? And give him all of the information, all of the tricks of the trade to life so he doesn't have to make the same mistakes and have the same setbacks. So he is able to be much further along in life than he is at the same milestones, ages, and all those things. So again, man, when I was going through the whole issue with the other parent or whatnot, and I had a conversation with my son, man, and I caught that logic. You know what I'm saying? I caught that that unbiased eye, the lack of emotionality. I caught that, man, and it lit a fire in him for him to be able to see that I wasn't any of these things that his mom was trying to say that I was. I'm still going through with my daughter, love her to death. You know what I'm saying? We still do everything possible, lay my life down for her. But being that she's a female and being that she's going through things trying to please two people, and she makes the choice, of course, to choose a mom's side at the moment. Just trying to work it out, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you can't win them all, but again, like I said, man, I greatly appreciate my son because had I lost both of them, man, I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I would have been on some real fucked up shit. Not to a point of where like I would did something to myself, because I love me, goddamn it. It will never be that bad. But as far as just me as my faith in humanity, I don't think I would have had any at all. You know what I'm saying? I won't be able here to talk to you guys to motivate anybody had, you know what I'm saying, my son been stolen away from me, you know what I'm saying, mentally, and I couldn't have a relationship with him. So tonight, man, y'all see the title. We've always been told, right? We've always been told that the revolution will not be televised. Shout out to Gil Scott Heron. The brother was a poet and an artist and all those great things. And that was one of the motivating songs / poems, spoken words during the civil rights era, you know, or somewhere around the Black Panther Party and their iteration, their existence. And Black people use that as a battle cry against the system, against the government, against the man, all those different things. But the funny thing about it is, man, it looks like Gil Scott Heron was 100% wrong. He's 1,000% wrong. And I'm not saying that in a negative or bad way, but because he had no idea that the technological advancement that we have now, you know what I'm saying? The point, like, just think, man, in the 70s, bro, a computer, like, you know what I mean? A computer can do what your phone does. You know what I'm saying? The only people that had the access to computers that does what your phone does were governments, were states. You know what I'm saying? Were high level CIA and, you know, spies, espionage type shit. You know what I'm saying? To have access to information that quick at the blink of an eye. You know what I'm saying? And even then, for them, it didn't happen at the blink of an eye because you didn't have the internet speeds. You didn't have 5G. You didn't have Wi-Fi. You didn't have a hub of information like Google or Yahoo or what have you to be able to access any and everything from all time. Just think about that, people. I think we take for granted, man. You know how we say we take for granted a lot of things we have, even on a personal level, right? Just your ability to see, your ability to smell, your ability to hear, your ability to taste, walk, all those things, you know, the six senses, the things that we take for granted every day because we were born with them and we had them our entire lives, you know, and then, you know, until you are in an unfortunate situation, you know, that you may lose them, you take them for granted. Well, I think it comes to a same sense, man, from the technological advancement that we have in this time. That's why I say we are the key, right? People in our age group, the 80s babies, the true 80s babies, you know what I'm saying? And I say probably 78 or whatever, you know, some people that are like right in their 40s or whatnot, right? Excuse me. We are the bridge between the gap because we have seen all of the technological advancements. Like I say all the time, man, we know about 8-tracks and we know about motherfucking you know, thumb drives. You know what I'm saying? We've seen everything from motherfucking VHS tapes to now you got, you know, Hulu and Netflix. You know what I'm saying? You can never ever explain it to a person from the silent generation, and depending on how far they're along in the Generation X also. You can never explain it to Zillennial, Generation Z person what the hell a fucking VHS tape is. They'd be like, huh? What? You had to put a VCR. What the hell is that? You know, so even a DVD player, you know what I'm saying? I think they do sell DVDs still. They have knowledge of that. But as far as like, you know, VCRs and Betamax and shit like that, you're like, man, stop playing. You know what I'm saying? A flow model TV, nigga. Yo, oh man. So I told my youngest son, this is probably like a couple months ago. And he was like, I was like, man, you lost the remote. I was like, I need you to find a remote, man. I can't find it. I was like, you know, well, no, man, just look for you had the damn remote last, so just find it, man. You know it. And he, of course, he found a remote. And I was like, man, you know how lucky you are? He said, what do you mean? What are you talking about? I said, when I was a kid, I was the remote. When I was a kid, I was the remote, and we had 4 channels. Like, what are you talking? Like, what? 4 channels? No way. Hey, what do you mean you were the remote? You didn't have a remote? Like, no, you fucking turned the knob, boy. You turned the knob, or you pressed the button. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't motherfucking, I didn't have no, 60-inch plus fucking TV, that got, any and everything I want to look at, archive of all the movies of all time. I didn't have none of that shit, man. We had to buy motherfucking VHS tapes. Oh, quick thing though, shout out to y'all. This is a fun fact if you didn't know. If your ass got any of the motherfucking VHS tapes, especially those Disney tapes, nigga, Google them. See how much they're worth. You're welcome. Bruh, when I tell you we had all the Disney fucking tapes, man, like the original joints, bruh, you sitting on some money if you still got them tapes, bro. Shout out to Ambush. Yeah, man. Man, they don't know, man. These kids don't know how good they got it, bro. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, they don't know. They'll have no idea, bro. When you are the antenna, nigga, you gotta hold it up. You gotta hold it up, and you gotta sit it down. Go over a little bit to the left. No, right there. All right, now sit it down. Right, set it down and bring down the left side like 1 inch. Boy, what you talking about, man? PBS, nigga. PBS was a lifesaver especially when they stopped fucking showing cartoons on damn on the regular TV, man. Where they stopped having like the after school cartoons, nigga. PBS was a lifesaver, nigga. Reading Rainbow, Carmen Sandiego. And what was the other one? Magic School Bus, and I can't think of what the other one was. I don't think Arthur was shit. Arthur was before was after I was a kid. But yeah, man, you know about all that shit, bro. Yeah, man. Shout out to Ruffian in the building, man. So yeah, man. Make sure if y'all got any of them tapes, man, at your grandma's house, your mama's house, or whatever. Hey, mom, I know you ain't using these fucking, Disney videos no more, bro. Them shits can run anything from like, a couple $100 to $1,000, man, depending on what tape it is. Just so you know. But so the revolution is definitely being televised, and you know what? It's a great thing. All right. It's the same revolution that happened back in the 60s during the civil rights era. And unfortunately, like I said, I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to let this brother right here tell y'all what it was all about. Shout out to my man's, was it Phantom Adept? Where you at, brother? Where you at, brother? Was it Phantom Adept who put me on the Anarchy USA, or was it Milkman? Whoever put me on the Anarchy USA, man. I forget it was Milkman. Shout out to Milkman. Put me on the Anarchy USA, right? I'm gonna let this brother tell you. All right, let me let you show him to you. Right, first, let me show him to you. Let me see where we at. Hold on, let's do this. Hold on, let's do this. And it's fair use. Fair use for educational purposes.
Is exactly what has happened in China, in Cuba, in Algeria, and many other places around the world.
I'm Julia Brown. For 9 years, I was a member of the Communist Party, serving as an undercover agent for the FBI. During that
Let me go
friction necessary to divide the American people and lay the groundwork for revolution.
Fair use.
I am Leonard Patterson. When I was a young man, only 23 years old, I joined the Communist Party. I was a member of the National Executive Committee of the American Young Communist League. In 1930, I was the official communist candidate for election to New York State Assembly. I knew Gus Hall and other top-ranking American communists very well because I trained with them at the Lenin University in Moscow. I joined the party because I honestly thought the communists were trying to help American Negroes. I broke away from the party when it became clear to me what the communists were really up to. was to use the Negro people in this country as cannon fodder in a violent and bloody revolution aimed at the establishment of the American Soviet dictatorship. It was that simple, and it is still that simple today. Make no mistake about it. What is happening in the United States right now under the banner of civil rights is exactly what has happened in China, in Cuba, in Algeria, and many other places around the world.
And again, man, there's a reason why they tell you, right? Shout out to George Orwell. Those who do not remember their history or do not know their history are surely going to repeat it. And man, when I tell you, I read Animal Farm before I read 1984, right? And just in seeing Animal Farm, because Animal Farm is far shorter than 1984. Just seeing the correlation, bro. It was, bro, when I tell you my mind was blown. All right. Bro. Of Aaron C all day. Shout out to my man Roscoe. Shout out to of Aaron C. Shout out to K Mac. Bro, telling you, bro. The shit that's going on right here is nothing new. But because, like they said, if you want to hide something from a nigga, put it in a book, right? Because niggas refuse to read, refuse to stop being so fucking emotional, man. You know what I'm saying? And look at things from a logical perspective. And again, black people are an emotionally immature people. We're logically or mentally immature people. But you know why, though? It's because men aren't leading. Okay? A man can't live off of his emotions and get, you know what I'm saying, get by on his emotions and get by on people's sympathy. Eventually, the first nigga that's going to get cut off is a nigga, okay? Is a man. A woman can get away with, oh, you know, we're so hungry, we're cold, we don't have anywhere to stay. Could you give us some money? Could you give us this? Could you give us that? And she might get around for, you know, a few weeks, a month, or whatnot, what have you. But a man, nigga, you don't get the fuck out of my motherfucking face. And that's the reality and the importance of a man, because men have to let other young men know and set the tone for the demographic, the race, right? To understand that we shouldn't be trying to get no motherfucking handouts, man. We shouldn't. And as long as we've been here, again, we are one of the big three, nigga, of the American citizens. No matter whether you want to claim that we're descendants of slaves or we're American natives, right? We are one of the first three people to reside on this continent, okay? Or this country, continent and country, but I'll just make it specific so niggas don't get in their feels. This country, right? So we've seen any and everything that's happened since before there was even an American established. So this is how and why I go so hard, and I can't use the excuse of, oh, this country's racist. This country don't give this about black folks. This country don't do this for black folks. This country don't do this. Again, man, when you have other people that immigrate here, all right, that migrate here, don't even know the language, learn the customs, learn the curriculum, learn the economic practices, learn the politics, learn the power structure, and not only learn it, but convert it and dominate it. A man knows, man, there's no room for excuses there. There just needs to be a fixing of the failures. All right? Whether you want to look at the white man, the Arab man, the Asian man, the African man, there are so many different blueprints of success here. But for whatever reason, niggas are more concerned with big booty bitches on IG. What fucking, what new mixtape is out. The J's that's coming out next week. And all this other frivolous bullshit that don't matter for anything. Then you wonder why you're still trying to beg and plead with the white man to treat you with equality. You notice nobody else is talking about that. That's another thing too, man. Can we honestly have that conversation tonight about, you notice how Asian people don't ask for equality? Africans don't ask for equality. Arabs don't ask for equality. And again, bro, when I mean, all of us are old enough for the most part, the majority of us in this age bracket, right? We're old enough to remember fucking 9/11, which is coming up, what, 2 more days? Bro, when I tell you, motherfucking, if anybody beat niggas for like the hate award, racism, and all this other shit, bro, I can just tell you the shit they were saying in the military when it came to them white boys. Boy, them white boys did not like no motherfucking Arabs, bro. They did not. They did not like them Arabs, boy. They all hell no. Those towel heads dared come against America on American soil. Get them out of here, damn terrorist. Them white boys gave no fucks. And it was allowed, bro. It was not only was it allowed, it was like encouraged. Durkas and all this kind of crazy shit, bro. Just blatant disrespect, nigga. Hey, Roscoe, sand niggas. They didn't say sand niggas, so they would have got whooped. They didn't say sand niggas, at least not around the black folks, right? But I told y'all about this story. It was a dude. He was a motherfucking maintenance master chief, bro, on the 2015 cruise. And you know, we over there Project Inherent Resolve, you know, dropping ordinance and shit or whatnot, what have you. And he went on a tirade, man. Goddamn sand niggers. And it was like, whoa, man. Hey, brother. Hey, you can't be saying that. Well, I'm not talking about the real niggers. I'm talking about the sand niggers. It's a difference. And they're like, no, man, you can't say that at all. It's like, that's double wrong, bro. Like we that's 14 years ago. You know what I mean? It ain't cool no more. You can't be out here, you know what I mean, putting this shit on your Facebook and your social media. I'm gonna say what I want to say. And but it was so strong in it, man. You know what I'm saying? He went ahead and took that forced retirement, man. He took that early retirement package for him to be able to motherfucking call them motherfuckers some sand niggas. He ain't get no fucks. You know what I'm saying? No fucks. So the whole thing, man, with the revolution that we have now, unfortunately, man, is like it's being televised in like, you know, over the fucking jumbotron, nigga, worldwide to the second. And what it looks like is, shout out to my man Lasher Devious Gaming, brother. Shout out to you, brother. You got it. What it looks like to us and what it looks like to the world are two totally different things. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. Black folks see the struggle that they don't even understand was never really a struggle like that. You were giving your civil rights. You didn't fight for shit. All right, let's go ahead and get that out the way. All right, you didn't fight for anything. It was given to you. And under the means and the ways that it was meant to go about, it wasn't even our thing. It was a communist fucking ploy, man. It was a play. Okay? That again, you're not meant to be privy to the true intentions and dealings of the people that are over the fucking thing you think you're fighting for. Okay? That's what it is, man. You had this dude tell you back in the 1930s that you're able to get black people in this emotional, mental uproar about racism this, racism that, oppression this, oppression that, all this other shit, right? Not saying that it doesn't exist, but again, when you galvanize people through trauma, through wrongdoing, that's a main tactic and target of communism, Marxism, all these other things, right? They convinced the motherfucking people in Russia, right, that the motherfuckers that were the farmers and shit that was making the whole fucking country eat were the bad guys. So what did they do? They ran him out of town. They killed him. They did everything. And what happened? Everybody fucking mass starvation, famine, poverty, all of that shit. All because why? You allowed your fucking mind to be manipulated. Even from the aspect of Hitler, right? What did Hitler do? In order for him to be able to do what he did, he had to get to what? The mind of the people first. Right? And what black people you haven't seen, man, you guys don't seem to understand and realize. And I'm saying y'all, because it ain't me. I see the shit. My eyes are open, nigga. When you allow the worst of you, but Kamala Harris, same Kamala Harris that was trying to stop Brett Kavanaugh, and she was hinting at Joe Biden being a racist and shit when she was going up against him and all this shit, right? What have you? She was on the Me Too shit and believe all women and whatever. What did she do? She went to motherfucking Jacob Blake, bro, and told Jacob Blake she's proud of him. A guy that's a criminal, a guy that's under the allegedly a sexual assaulter of black women. And this is just so funny to me. Listen, the Bun B's, the LeBron Jameses, the WNBA, all these people protect black women, protect black women, protect black women. All three of the guys, all the males, right, that were killed or that had dealings with police, George Floyd, Rayshard Brooks, and Jacob Blake, have atrocities and horrible fucking crimes against women and children. This is the person you go tear shit up for. Somebody showed it the other day. Since this shit popped off with George Floyd, it's been over 1,000 murders of black people by black people. Over 1,000. And yet still, I'm supposed to be stupid enough to fucking believe that the police are the number one fucking problem with black death. That's what I'm supposed to care about. Only a fucking idiot does that, man. Only an emotional ass, unstable woman would think of that way. And this is why I don't get you fucking nigga sympathizers, you criminal sympathizers, you niggas that got a 9-to-5, you got property, you got a family, you got all of this shit that's the opposite of the same niggas you're trying to motherfucking protect and defend. The same niggas that were, again, they've already proven to you. George Floyd didn't change shit. The nigga was out here motherfucking, you moving counterfeit money and motherfucking house that motherfucking fentanyl and that powder. What the hell that sound like to you? That sound like a hero to you? Don't sound like no hero I know. Sound like the nigga was a step away from going back to what he was doing, motherfucking grabbing that pistol and putting the motherfucking pregnant women's bellies. That would sound like to me. Black women, y'all funny as hell, especially like shit. So y'all praising Rayshard Brooks. Rayshard Brooks out here with his whole side bitch, with a white girl. Rayshard Brooks out here with named her Natalie White. Natalie White, my girl, Natalie White. Snitched on her. Then this bitch go burn down the goddamn Wendy's. He out here cheating on his wife. The wife that knew he had motherfucking child abuse fucking charges against him, convictions, gonna get up in front of the fucking TV and act like everything is good and fine and dandy for that check. While he out here tipping with the fucking white girl that's burning down motherfucking restaurants. And now we got Jacob Blake. The narrative that you niggas made up to say, oh, he was there to stop a fight. No, he wasn't there to stop a fight. The bitch called the police on him because this is the same nigga that motherfucking digitally sexually assaulted her to her claims, came over to her house, took her fucking keys. But you niggas gonna keep running with the lie, not knowing that or not understanding that again, nigga, you are the minority, not just in fucking race, but in motherfucking thought process, nigga. In understanding reality and understanding the facts. So once these white folks, who is the majority, okay, I don't give a fuck how many of these white folks stand by you side by side and chant Black Lives Matter and motherfucking wash your feet or put on motherfucking slave chains or any of this stupid ass weak fucking bullshit for the time being right now. For the time being now. Okay? Because again, I keep telling y'all, man, as soon as that fucking line is drawn in the sand and they say, hey, look, you either gonna be over there with them, we gonna lay this bitch down, or you go motherfucking stop playing this game, you know, and you go bring your ass back over here to the motherfucking white side, motherfucker, and enjoy all of the fucking white privilege you claim you want to get rid of, because we about to lay these niggas the fuck down. Watch how many white folks, again, Laquavius, is it? Is that, am I saying it right? Laquavius. Man, it was a great time making your acquaintance, sir. I've had I've gotten all that stuff out of my system. I hope you guys go back to your hoods and pour out a little liquor. I think is that the terminology? Pour a little liquor and lick a shot for me. And I'll see you when I see you, buddy. Have a great one. I'm out. Give Sharkeisha my love. What was the other one? I don't know, man. You say you had 4 baby mamas, I think you guys call them. Just give them a thumbs up for me. The world will not forget this shit, man. Because unlike the 60s, where this shit was literally just regulated to the nation, and not even really the nation at some point in time, depending, all of these things weren't fucking nationwide stories. You know what I'm saying? Because you just didn't have the media ability and the capabilities of disseminating information like you do now. So a lot of the things that may have even happened, right, weren't news ultimately all over the world like it is now. The spread of the fucking information on the things that happen for these narratives and all this crazy shit to get around the world, man, it was nothing like it was in the 60s, right? 30s through the 60s. So when you magnify that times, a million times over, and you understand that now everybody can see everything, it's not just your eyes seeing it anymore, man. You guys are trying to put, black folks goggles, which in itself is just fucked up, on the world, and it's not how it's going to go. I promise and guarantee you, bro, that people are going to look at, and they're already doing it. I told y'all, man, and nigga, you just scared, bro. It's not me being scared. I know white folks. Y'all don't know them. Most black people never have an extensive, relationship or dealings with white folks on the level that I do. You just don't. Even if you got a white boss, you're not talking to him, or you don't have to work with him on no teamwork type shit. You clock in, you clock out, and that's it. I had to give fucking life advice to white folks, man. Consistently. I had motherfuckers come to me with their fucking family issues and problems. You know what I'm saying? I done watched these motherfuckers for 17 years. Weird sense of humor. Cat hair, dog hair, cat piss. That's the most ignored, bro. That's the most annoying fucking smell. Cat piss. And like, them motherfuckers don't even smell it. They don't even know it. But hey, it's like to them, nigga, it's like 1 million per Paco Rabanne, nigga. Cat, what are you talking about? I don't smell anything. Jesus Christ, nigga. Smell like motherfucking animal shelter in this motherfucker. Who in the comments? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Hey, man, stop it, bro. You don't want none of this shit, man. Stop, bro. Get up out of here, man. Stop. Who the hell is JJ? What the fuck is JJ? I know you ain't JJ. Who the hell is JJ? Brother, I got you on tape. Hold on. Let me play this for y'all, man. Hold on. I knew this was gonna come in handy. All the shit I said, I ain't gonna say it. Don't let this nigga tell y'all. And then we're gonna get back to the show. Before I get into the meeting video. let me let this man tell you about himself, man. All right. Let me let this old fellow tell you about himself.
It's not a typical video, as you can obviously see. You can see my beautiful face. I didn't realize my face was so fat. I got to get back to the gym. I used to work out all the time, but I stopped because it's hard. And then COVID hit. That was just another excuse to get fatter. So, whatever. Okay, save those comments. Anyway, the reason I'm doing this video is because, as a lot of you guys know, I am currently unemployed. I was fired from my job about a month and a half ago.
Oh my God! Oh Lord, Calvin! Whoa, brother! Not only you fat as fuck, and you broke. Come on, brother. That's why you coming at me. Come on, bro. You need this shit. You need me. Willie Hutch Jr. You need me, brother. See, I know your problem now. Now I know why you done came back around here and you talking to me, man. Come on, now. You need the beef. I don't.
I'm not a bad employee. Nonetheless, right now I'm currently in the process of applying for other jobs, getting that whole 9 yards situated. During COVID, this is one of the worst times to have to apply for work. And it's been a process. I did apply for unemployment, but, again, because of COVID, that's a long process. So I'm waiting on that.
Damn, nigga, COVID done destroyed your life. COVID done made you fat as fuck. COVID done motherfucking made you unemployed. Damn, nigga, I mean, shit. The fuck? Nah, man, you gotta pay me for my time, bro. You ain't finna drop no motherfucking link and get no shit off on my shit. No, sir. I'll shout out to Last Devious Gaming. Have you heard about the Project 1619 garbage they teaching? Trump cutting off all the fun of this. Yeah, I made a video about that. Last Devious. The racial sensitivity training. Oh, yeah, that shit is done. And nigga, in order for me to be the JJ, I would have to be skinny, sir. Again, 6'5", 250. I got the pictures to show it. Nothing about me is JJ, sir. But you were definitely a roly-poly ass man. So by all means, brother, you got to come up with better jokes. I told you, man, this is not for you, bro. You can't do this with me. You can't do this with me, bro. You funny looking. You not funny. Ain't no bitch in their life will ever think about leaving me for a pack of cigarettes, nigga. You talking about? Get the fuck out of here, man. Stop it. You was dumb enough to say that shit. You was dumb enough to tell the word. You so motherfucking beta, bro. You would tell the world that a bitch left you for a pack of cigarettes. Nigga. Bitch would leave me for a cigarette company, nigga, for a factory. You know, on my level, nigga. Get the fuck up out of here, nigga. Oh, Rinky Dink Records ass nigga. But anyway. It's the soft packs. Get him out of here, man. No way. No, I don't know. Nah, he ain't here. I don't know. But whatever. Anyway. So the whole aspect of the black community, man, the world is seeing us. And when anybody sees anything, they're not going to use our judgment for what they're seeing. They're going to use their own, which is going to be extremely, extremely cut straight down the middle, man. And when these white folks pull back away from us and it's just us again, now what? The people talking to us, man. People talking to us. Or the people like us talking, rather. We're going to be the folks that got to figure everything out. We're going to be the folks that got to get back to the community. We're going to be the folks that got to motherfucking, care about kids that aren't ours, take care of women that don't belong to us and have nothing to do with us. That's our job, remember? That's our job. No, dude. No. Again, black people need to get back to a Darwinian way of thinking, unfortunately. When it comes to anybody other than children are the only people that get a halfway of a pass. And again, even with the children shit should be an age limit and a cutoff. Because I'm not about to motherfucking argue with or try and wrestle with or try to convince some grown ass child from like 15 and up, possibly 13 for some of these little badass motherfucking kids. Hey, you give me any static, any resistance, any type of fucking pushback, talk back, whatever the fuck, off to the wilderness with your broke ass mama, daddy, whoever. Off to the wilderness with you. Don't have the time, don't have the energy, don't have the fucks to give. Get your ass the fuck up out of my face and go argue with them motherfucking white folks. That's ready to motherfucking, hey, definitely fucking enforce some law and order. How about that? And I was gonna do a separate thing on this, man. Let me go ahead and add this to it. Shit. So even now with the fucking LeBron James thing, man. Fuck it, I'm gonna say it now. Part of the revolution that's happening right now, because this election is pretty much all but a wrap. Okay, it's over with. Democrats know they have no chance of defeating the president and getting reelected. We're going to see a red wave, something along the lines of like the Brexit that happened in the Brexit that happened in the UK is going to be the same thing happens in the States, man. People are extremely, not just white, but people in general are extremely fed up and disgusted with this far left liberal extremist ideology here in the United States of America. All right. And they're going to do everything they possibly can do to fucking destroy it and obliterate it. But the Democratic Party has a trick up their sleeve, and don't say, I think I'm going to be the first one to say this. I don't know. I haven't heard nobody else say it yet, at least not in this space. But don't be surprised if LeBron James don't run for motherfucking president come 2024. Do not be surprised if LeBron James runs for president in 2024. They already have the archetype and the blueprint with Donald Trump getting elected, President Trump getting elected, celebrity factor, influence, and all this other shit, right? By that time, man, the American dollar is no longer going to be the reserve currency, the reserve currency of the world. I highly doubt if the president can do it, man. This dude is really a fucking miracle worker, and I'll be the first to say, he should definitely get a third term. We should reconsider that shit and get rid of it. If he digs us out of this motherfucking hole, bro, of debt that's happened over this just 3 months, and just remember, they're trying to still get another $3 billion deal or whatever it is done for this HEALS Act or CARES 2.0 Act or whatever the hell they want to call it, this new stimulus package and a whole bunch of other things. If he's able to fucking get us out of this hole, man, even halfway in a 4-year period, man, who? But I can tell you this, man, by the looks of it and what's everything's here, it's just band-aids to stop the bleeding and pretty much hold this thing off until the election is over. And when the bottom falls out, keep telling y'all, man. Shout out to damn, man, I be forgetting y'all who be giving me this fucking information, man. Who was it? Shout yourself out in the chat, man. If you put me on the you put me onto the Robert Kiyosaki videos, man. Robert Kiyosaki's been dropping, bruh, Lord Jesus, like bombs, nigga, as far as the economy goes. And I was just watching one of his podcasts with let me see what this guy's name is. Peter Schiff, right? And he's talking about pretty much how the American dollar, like we've been saying in this space for a while. I know I've been saying it. I don't know who all else has been saying it. But the American run, man, no regime, no empire, nothing lasts forever. And we will see the end of the American empire being the economic standard of the world before we leave off this planet, bro. All right. We will see it. And when that happens, that's why I say this whole cryptocurrency thing that's being pushed and all this other shit being pushed is so motherfucking dangerous and people don't even understand it. Another big issue with niggas versus black people is a lack of understanding of economics. That's why I'm telling you, man, look for LeBron James to fucking run in 2024. LeBron done went from motherfucking Black Lives Matter to Breonna Taylor. Now LeBron James is talking about colorism, y'all. LeBron James is sewing up the black woman vote. That's the only reason he could ever just talk about this out the blue. Why the hell would LeBron James be talking about fucking colorism, y'all? Out of the blue. Again, I'm telling you, I see it already. That's why he's getting into this. This is why he's having this back and forth with the president. This is why he's talking about all these fucking political things. The dude is trying to set up a fucking presidential run for 2024. And the easiest way to get the black woman vote is the motherfucking, especially the dark-skinned black woman vote, is to fucking, fight colorism. Hey, Detroit's hey. He said he wanted to run in 2028. I didn't know that. Well, trust, it won't be till then. It'll definitely be 2024. Exactly. Last year, that's the funny part about it. He talking about colorism, and his oldest son's like, hey, fuck them black bitches. He don't even want the red ones, bro. Bronny don't even want the red ones. Bronny say, hey, she don't speak of Spanish, or she got an 800 credit score. Her daddy got an 800 credit score. She can't talk to me. That's what Bronny on. That's that shit fucking Bronny on, bro. Man, all I'm gonna say, we better not give fucking what's the name no thing, man. Man, come on, man. Broke progressive, bloke progressive. Come on, brother. You done killed yourself. I ain't gotta kill you. You done killed yourself. Shout out to Hope, man. Broke progressive. You done killed yourself, brother. You killed yourself. But all I'm saying, y'all better not give Rashida Strobel no goddamn lunch codes, nigga. If it is, I'm out. Not only am I fucking out. Not only am I out, nigga. I might have to motherfucking hunt her down and save the world, man, because I don't trust her at all to be nowhere around that shit. Bro. But the whole aspect, man, of the revolution being televised, man, right before us, again, if you're smart and you're watching it, you understand, bro, that the way it's going about, for one, it's being led by white folks. That was never how it's supposed to be. But again, Malcolm X warned you. These white liberals, man, they think they know what's best for you. But yet still, you niggas run around here talking about white supremacy, white this, white that. And the white folks are setting the rules about how you're supposed to look at race. I just swear, man, I'm never in the right place at the right time, because I wish I had some motherfucking white boy running up on me, calling me a nigga and getting in my face and telling me what I ought to think and how I ought to be ashamed and how I ought to do all this other shit and all this stupid shit. Bruh, all the wrestling moves, nigga. All of them. All the wrestling moves. Live action. And I'm ready to get my motherfucking Kyle Rittenhouse on, baby. If you knock me down, I'm shooting up. Hey, we can go with these hands or we can go with this hot shit. If you're smart, you're going to choose these motherfucking hands. Exactly, man. All that shit. But what's happening, man, again, is the world's getting to peek in and see the extreme mental illness of the black community, bro. And the obsession that the black community has with the white person, the white man, the same person they claim to be railing against, right? And they're trying to get from under the oppression of. That's who's leading your movement. That, and of course, alternative lifestyle females. Again, the most important part, man, that we'd be looking here, again, Black men, we're allowing ourselves to be seen as weak as fuck. That's what everybody else is seeing. That's what the Africans are seeing. That's what the Arabs are seeing. That's what the Asians are seeing. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh God. You mean to tell me these niggas are letting these 3 LGBT bitches run them? Is that what you're telling me? Eh? Eh? You have to be kidding me. You are joking me. No, you're serious? No way. They are allowing 3 women that don't like men to control them in their country? Whose man's is this? Is this whose men's is this? I'm just saying, man. That's what the rest of the men in the entire world are looking at, bro. And black men, if we want to have that, it's not only establish again a power structure here, but to have the global imprint we always talk about, man. We gotta fucking destroy and obliterate this bullshit, man. We have to separate this shit. When they have that motherfucking divide of where they come through and they let the white folks know that, hey, this is your last chance to motherfucking choose a side and pick a side, and the white folks motherfucking step away. We need to be right there in the motherfucking middle saying, hey, these dumbass niggas that decide to stay over there, that's them. They're not all of us. So just know that we standing here right here looking at you, looking at them. We not with them white motherfuckers. We not with them fucking them stupid motherfuckers over there still talking about Black Lives Matter either. But we are the people y'all need to be talking to. We ain't trying to be fucked with. Don't be motherfucking grouping us in with them stupid motherfuckers. That's not how we think. We know better. Whatever you do with them, it is what it is. But as soon as you get done with them, we need you to come talk to us because we got some motherfucking demands in this bitch. It's real shit. Now, I don't know. You're not supreme to us. We don't believe in white supremacy. We're not giving a damn about no motherfucking reparations, none of that shit. We trying to do business. If you let us fucking run this shit, you'll never have to worry about them type of niggas ever coming back ever again, because we are the black men that are here to establish the fucking black male leadership of the black community for the first time in forever. That's what we're here to do. So niggas that want to stay over there and do whatever the fuck they do, not our concern. But as soon as you're done with them, we need you to come holler at us so we can motherfucking get this deal on the road and move forward. That's what's gonna have to happen, man. Black men are going to have to force our ways and force our will on the black community, just the same way and I know it can be done because again, they're allowing the white people to do it. They're allowing the white people and the alternative lifestyle people to dictate to black people how they should move, how they should think, what they should be okay with, what they should allow. All this bullshit. All right. You got to motherfucking come up off the bullshit, man. Because I'm telling you, what the shit that's about to be laid down across the board here is going to be on biblical fucking proportions. Trust and believe me. This law and order shit, last time they did that, the same shit that happened with this fucking crime bill, and trust and believe me, it's not just going to be black people this time. It's going to be any and everybody that's out here trying to get on some anarchist, chaotic bullshit. They're laying it down, bro. You finna do that time for a while. They're going to set the motherfucking precedent and fucking get this shit back to where, hey, ain't no motherfucking communism, Marxism happening around this bitch no time soon. Trust and believe me. These teachers and all these other people, again, should be outed. These extreme fucking media sources and journalists should be outed. And I'm not saying hurt or anything like that. I'm not talking about any type of physical injury or harm or anything like that. But as far as them not being able to work or them being able to fucking be canceled, like they willing to cancel any and everything else, or extremely limited to how they can move around in society when they're trying to, again, push towards a fucking communist agenda. Blatantly, it's plain as day, can't be fucking denied. Yeah, man, it's over with. But I know what time it is. Let's go ahead and get this thing up in here. Broke progressive, brother. You gotta pay me to get on my shit today, nigga, because you clout chasing like a bitch. You clout chasing, you on my nuts too hard. So if you want to see me, nigga, you gotta pay me, bro. We just hit 3K, man. I know I'm funny to you. I'm better than you. I look better than you. I mean, I'm not a fat bastard like you. You want to get on my shit, nigga, pay me. Or at least set it up. You can set up a day. Remember how you begged me to get the fucking one-on-one? Hit my email, set up the date, get the fuck off my shit right now. Set the date up, hit my email, nigga. I'll put it in the background, put it in the back chat. You're not getting on my shit right now. Clout chasing me. Get out of here, nigga. Like I said, you killed yourself. I ain't even got to do it. Hey, yeah, Corona, baby. No, I'm not scared to talk the shit, nigga. I roasted you and I killed you like all in one day. You lame as fuck. Hey, yeah. Oh shit, mute your background. You lame as fuck, bro. Get out my shit, man. Set up the shit. I told you, bro. Hey, I'll give you the attention you want, man. I'll give you a proper slaughter and burial. Just not tonight, man. Hit up my email or leave it in the private chat. Set up the shit you want. Let me know the funeral day so I can get your obituary ready and the eulogy and all that shit, man. And I'll slaughter your dumb ass and going about my way. Because obviously you need me, bro. I didn't even know you had a channel. Like, for real. You had to come in here and tell us how you used to have however many type subs and all this other shit. But anyway, we ain't talking about this lame ass nigga no more. St. Cloud, what's going on with you, brother? You got it.
Same old. After you watch your video on that clown, bro, you couldn't know what bloat progressive.
Yeah.
Oh no, I felt kind of attacked, bro, because I'm kind of pudgy myself. So,
hey, man, you ain't over here talking shit though, so it'll be all right.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Did you have anything to say on the subject as far as what's name goes? As far as the
Oh, actually, I just joined. What was the topic?
Oh, so just as far as the revolution being televised and the world getting to see the true dealings, ideology, psyche of American Black people, you know what I mean, versus the way we see it versus the reality and how the world sees it, how pretty much Black people chose three major fuck ups to be their champions, their marchers, and the leaders in the cause of them had doing this quote unquote revolution for that whole thing.
Oh no, I feel as though people have news for a long time because I feel as though this is becoming more popular to have that viewpoint. But shoot, you get people like I don't know if you watch other content, but this is a guy named Activism is Unstoppable. And he pretty much commented on one thing he talked about was liberalism and progressive ideology. He talks about it all the time. So I feel that people kind of knew, but now it's becoming so blatantly obvious that they can't help but talk about it.
Well, yeah, man. I don't think it's ever a honest assessment by, I won't say the majority. Well, no, I would say the majority, man. So I ask you this, St. Cloud. What's your percentage? What's your percentage on Black people that actually have a realistic view of our place in the country versus those who have a victimhood mentality? What's your percentage? What would you get? What would your split be?
I'm saying 75-25 because even my parents, they're really big BLM activists. They act as if, whites are on this nationwide crusade to kill blacks and such. But if you look at the crime stats, I think there's actually more blacks killing whites than vice versa.
Oh, it is, hands down.
So they have the notion that blacks are just these innocent people and whites are just attacking them, but that's not really the case. And if you try and show them, they don't listen. I mean, so I feel as though they don't care about the truth. They just have a narrative that they want to spin. And they'll ignore anything that kind of goes against their personal agenda. So I would say, yeah, most blacks do feel that way. You can tell them all the crime stats, black on black crime, single motherhood, drugs, HIV. They're not going to care. It's all about, whitey is evil and I'm being oppressed.
Damn, 75, 25 shit. I would have said at least 65, 35. Shit, you know what? You get a good point. But you know what though, your parents would be kind of grandfathered in because they actually were, you know what I'm saying, dealt with a level of discrimination and things. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that is true. My dad is a boomer. He was born during 1960, so he was alive when Jim Crow was actually happening. Yeah, he was 5 years old when it ended, though. So even though he was alive, he didn't even recall anything.
Yeah, really experienced. That's another big thing too. I like that brothers like to point out that a lot of these boomers, especially the ones that are on the internet, man. God damn, Keith Foster said 85%. Shit. Man.
Yeah, it's around 85.
All right, see, I didn't go that far now. Keith Foster, he's really going in.
Damn.
It's 85. Like, fantastic. It's probably going to be from 18 to 40 on the aggregate.
Damn. So, Jonathan, you mean we that small, bro?
Yeah, man. It's pretty much going to be 18 to 40, man. That's the aggregate.
No, dude, I'm saying 1835 because even 40, you're in the you're still kind of in that older group. For example, I mean, if you're in the 80s, you probably grew up in the 70s and you're 40s, you probably grew up in the 70s and 80s, so there was still kind of tension there. I'm talking like 90s and 2000s, you grew up around then. That's when you don't do it. But I think the 80s, you still kind of felt the backside of the Jim Crow stuff, you know?
Like, because when it comes to these aggregates and everything, the Cubans in Florida already let it be known. And they are already on the 60-40 route, 60-40, 70-30. Even the younger Cubans is going oh boy way. And that and the aggregates mean everything because they saying it's around 45 to 47% up by 3 in Florida, and around looking at Pennsylvania 2%, Minnesota, it's literally neck and neck. Nevada is tilting. So certain shit is tilting, man. The motherfuckers losing ground. And the law and order campaign was used with Nixon, the Nixon administration, and law and order is pretty much a popular thing. That's how pretty much 84 Mondale got washed. 88 Bush made Dukakis look soft. Especially on the topic of if it was your wife, what's your stance? If this was your wife, would you go hard on him? I don't know, man. When it comes to what's going on, man, do y'all want 11 million motherfuckers to come through? 11 million.
11 million. What?
I'm talking about illegals, man, because it's pretty much 11 million on the waiting list.
No, you know what? No. Jonathan, no.
Because the revolution, because a lot of these BLM dudes be on this bullshit where they want to include.
Yeah, they on that. What you call that shit, Jonathan? The people of color bullshit, man. Fuck that people of color.
The POC term.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
And Nevada is tilting based off of a lot of registrations. There's a lot of registries.
So are you leaning more towards Trump or towards Biden? You personally,
fantastic already know. I'm rocking with the incumbent because I don't have trust motherfucking Democrats anymore. SB 145 was passed. That's in California. Please do your research on SB 145.
I'm doing that right now.
And tell me or tell me not. Does that shit sound disturbing? They talking about policies, nigga. Policies, nigga. Okay, they're your policy, nigga. They're your policy.
I was just arguing with these progressives about that shit. Sorry, go ahead, bro.
Because it's gonna get doubling down worse and worse. It's gonna get doubling down. I'm thinking some ahead. In 2024, they're gonna probably have Oprah Winfrey.
Well, I think we definitely agree on this. It's definitely gonna be a black celebrity for 2024. Without a doubt.
Man. It's either The Rock, Oprah Winfrey, and LeBron James.
LeBron, yeah, that's what I say. It's definitely gonna be the what's name shit, man.
Because I saw like 2 months ago, LeBron James is already talking about 2028. He's trying to make his pitch, and I don't think it's gonna work, man. Because even if he do get brothers and shit, there's a lot of there's gonna be a lot of statistics that he's gonna struggle with. Like, for one thing, Cubans in Florida pretty much let it be known we ain't for socialism. We is not for socialism. We ain't gonna take over all the damn shit when it comes to consolidating power, overtaxing people, and pretty much this crazy ass. Let's let them riot and protest. And Lori Lightfoot, now they bang on her. They got her people's. It seemed like her neighborhood got all those rioting protests. Now they went to her block.
Well, they did the same thing to the guy in Portland, bro. And again, this is why you don't negotiate.
Same thing.
This is why you don't negotiate with terrorists, man. And this is exactly what it is. And I don't think people understand when the president started changing his language, bro. The president and again his team, bro. Those motherfuckers are, bro. This is some of the best political strategy I have seen ever, especially like I said, under fire, under like when it matters the most. We ain't just talking campaign strategy and what's that. This is actual unrest of the country, and the way they're handling it, bro. This shit is masterful, bro. It is masterful.
Yeah, man. Because really, only how that the right can mess up is if they have Jeb Bush. That's literally messing up because it's going to literally create a third party. That's someone that's not an aggressive ass war hawk. That's only how I can see that.
The Bush regime is over with. I don't think a Bush you'll ever see another Bush in the thing. I think you're more likely, like you said, to see Junior or even the what's the guy's name? The guy that's the
Florida.
No,
Georgia.
No. The daughter's boyfriend.
Kushner.
Yeah, Kushner, or another big Republican name would be somebody like wasn't the guy it was a Hispanic dude down in Texas that they was pushing real hard as a Republican guy, I thought. No, not Ted Cruz. No, Ted Cruz is done.
Yeah, man, I ain't rocking with Cruz, man. When it comes to selection, man, it has to be somebody but a Bush, because really, that's really what the establishment wants. The establishment wants Bush dynasty again, and that's horrible. Because if it's that, man, then Oprah Winfrey fuck around, become POTUS and shit, then that's when black men have less visitation rights. She'll will go strike above and beyond the limit visitation rights for men that have children.
Man, and you know what, Jonathan? That's another big thing too, man. Like I said, even though I think, or it's pretty much in my mind, the president has the re-election sold up without a doubt. It's going to be on some astronomical shit. I still say that black men, we need to come to the table and say it's even better when you know this, right? And you've seen this even sometimes in like the classic gangster movies or whatnot, what have you. When the dude's going to take over, you got the new crime boss or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? And you want to keep your own shit. So he's took over. So you just go to him directly and be like, look, bro, we not trying to motherfucking fuck up your shit. We not trying to really be no competition with you. We don't want no war. We don't want no bullshit. You running shit, cool. But we just want to keep our shit to ourselves. So what do we got to do to motherfucking keep the shit that way? And I said that's the approach we really ought to be taking right now. Well, and like you said, man, damn, bro, damn. Like I said, this not even and this is why I say too, not a MAGA fucking already conservative guy, no fucking no disrespect, hood conservative, but just general black men to put all politics aside as a non-political, entity, non-political fucking entity, letting them know, hey man, this is what we want. Black men want fucking child support reform. Black men want fucking a special scholarship for genius level young black men. black men want not just opportunity zones, but we want first right, first right of first dibs and first opportunity to build a business in a predominantly black neighborhood. You know, all that type shit. We want,
man, it has to be grants, apprenticeships.
Yeah,
because really, it's direct apprenticeships that can help black men. Apprenticeships in trucking, construction.
Wait, I'm sorry. I was asking, is conservative a Trump supporter or?
He's conservative.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh no! So do you really think he has a chance of winning this election?
Bro, it's gonna be a landslide.
Yeah, more than you think, obviously.
Way more than you think, dog.
I don't know, because I mean, I think the Trump and Hillary thing was kind of an anomaly, because usually Democrats get at least 90 million votes in an election. Hillary only got 60 million. Hillary really underperformed. So like,
but St. Cloud, this is the difference. Let me give you and I'm no political analyst or strategist or expert or anything like this, but let me tell you this. Hillary Clinton was actually picked and wanted. Joe Biden is not wanted, bro. Joe Biden is not the person they want. Joe Biden was like the lesser of two evils, or the forced person that Bernie Sanders, because they know Bernie Sanders wouldn't fucking make it. Didn't Bernie Sanders have a heart attack or some shit? Bernie Sanders had an actual heart attack during the campaign shit, right? Or some shit like that.
Yeah, man, fantastic. It was bad because he was over in California and shit, and Bernie had his heart attack.
Yeah, and then now, like I said, with Joe Biden, it's even worse, because like this dude is showing signs of dementia and showing signs of fucking, rapid mental decline and shit like that. And he doesn't even have the confidence of the former president Barack Obama, where Barack Obama said, they have him on record saying, hey, fucking Joe can fuck shit up. You know what I mean? If anybody can fuck it up,
dude. No.
That's on record. Google it, man. That's on record. That's on record. So
I saw that shit too, man.
Again, man, the economy, the job, and again, I don't really want to put my tinfoil hat on for too long, but listen, man, this COVID thing that's happening is not happening for any other reason than political and economics, man. You have to pretty much erasing all the fucking progress that the president made for the country economically, because that was his number one thing that you can't deny. Everybody was working, everybody was making money. These were some of the best economic times for the country in a long time, right?
50 years.
Yeah,
50 years,
so you erase all of that through what? You get these, especially these blue states that go around and they claim, oh, the virus is deadly, the virus is deadly, the virus is deadly. And then the fucking CDC comes out last week and tells you only 6% of the fucking deaths were from goddamn COVID, with no other underlying things. And of that 6%, over 90% of the people were fucking elderly age that was going to be in the upper room anyway. So, man, when I tell you the shit is about to happen in this country politically, okay?
I also got one thing, man. Another thing that we also need to negotiate is we need to avoid that block grant bullshit, because oh boy gave Baltimore $16 billion, and the fucked up part about it is it was a block grant and not direct grant, direct checks or direct grants, or like an open application. So business grants, microloans, certain specific things like that needs to be direct if black men wants to be able to take the opportunity investments. And people that's talking this boohoo shit, oh, I didn't get the PPP loan, or I didn't get the EDL loan. I'm like, man, y'all lying. For one thing, I knew chicks that got $26,000 and completely blew it.
Well, shit, we're gonna real quick. Let me do a favor. Hey, can y'all do me a favor, man? Like we did the other day. Like the stream and share the stream so we can get this lame ass nigga to shut the fuck up. I'm tired of this nigga talking shit in my chat. Don't block him though. Don't block him. But let's throw in the motherfucking power of the motherfucking BABG motherfucking organization around this bitch. So hit the like button if you haven't already, and please share the video so we can show this nigga what it's like to have 300, 400 motherfuckers in this bitch that like he ain't never ever seen before. He don't really do, even though this nigga's got 40,000 or whatever the fuck it is. While he over here fucking complaining for bitches and begging for bitches and begging to get on my shit. Nigga, I ain't never been to your shit. I've never even been to your channel. So yet again, man, let's prove this fucking hating ass bloat broke ass nigga wrong. So anyway, it's on Unspecialist. What you got for us?
Hey, what's up? Salute to everybody. Salute to the chat.
What
Well,
up?
I'm not going to be talking about you guys' politics. I'm actually going to jump back to the original topic, the revolution, being televised, and just kind of give a international perspective, from us looking in at you guys in the United States. I don't know. It's a bit funny and it's a bit sad because what's happening now, especially in like 2020, we seeing all these traps, pitfalls, and the schemes of that I guess are set up for quote unquote black people. And what's so odd about it is you hear these are the same people saying, hey, the system is against me, this is set up against me, that is set up against me. And then these same people walk straight into those traps. So what you see a lot, especially from the Caribbean, people looking in, from the outside are like, hey, they have this opportunity, but they also messing up. So hey, let's go and and make something happen. And you see that happen over and over where uh you know immigrants come from the Caribbean, from Africa, from wherever, and they take advantage of those same opportunities. And what they try to do as well, they try to ensure that they keep themselves differentiated from, I guess, American blacks. As you saw in the Black Panther movie, sure, he was like, he's an American black. So yeah, that's pretty much what's happening. And I don't know what it's going to take for more people to wake up, but I guess streams like this are important, to get the message out and let people see that, hey, no matter what side, the country's still going to slide. It's going to be every man for himself, and you got to see and do business. Basically, let's have a business mindset about it. So yeah, that's it from me.
Appreciate you, bro. It's on
I
you.
agree. Are you from the UK? Are you from the UK or Canada?
Nah, I'm not from the UK or Canada, bro.
Oh, okay, my bad.
You're from the island, man. You're from the island.
Oh,
okay. Fantastic. Now I wanted to bring it back to how you opened up the panel. I mean, opened up the stream with that video you played, and I wish you'd have played the whole thing, but because that thing is deep, man. It's I actually watched it for the first time a couple of days ago, and I was listening to I'm not sure if you got it from the same place I got it from, but I was listening to the creator of the video, and he was giving basically a presentation on another channel about the real deep ties between the Black revolutionaries and the communist movement, and what the black man that you played in that black and white clip, Leonard Patterson, right? He basically laid it out, and if you really listen to him and think about in the big picture, he was absolutely right. It's almost like everything about history has bared his words to be true. So he basically said the plan for communism, because communism was actually an official party in America all the way back in like the 1900s, like 1920s in that era. So even then, when you had this movement of black people from the South starting to move up into the big cities, that started to create a lot more friction on a social level, all kinds of social problems. I'm not even going to try to put, blame or anything. It is what it is. So when that happened, the communists saw that as a wedge that they could use to essentially collapse the American system. And the idea was, if we play up on black grievances, both real and imaginary, we will create a permanent divide and essentially create a fifth column in the black American population. And the plan being is they will use the black population as the initial cannon fodder to start an open communist revolution. Now, the key word here being cannon fodder, all right? If you understand the military concept, cannon fodder is not meant to survive the battle, all right? You throw them out there, you let it die, and then you put your real people in and you try to take over. So that's the plan for black people as far as any revolutionaries or communist movement is concerned. Even the Black Panthers, if you go back and listen to them, they try to deny the fact that they're being funded and puppeted by foreign, mostly white communist international movements, but that's just the way it was. As much as they try to call conservatives coons, you guys are the ones who actually went over to Europe and to Germany and to Russia to learn directly from the white man how to be better black men. You know what I mean? So it's all been a giant mind fuck. And then if you fast forward to the modern era, black men right now especially need to be intensely suspicious of politics as usual. And the reason being is most of our black politicians have come through, they've been funneled through this whole Black Panther revolutionary model. at some point in their college experience, they're either directly connected to the Panthers, the civil rights, the revolutionary movement, or they've been indoctrinated with the soft sort of education of communism as they went through the university system. So people, black men especially, don't really grasp how deep this ideology has entangled itself into the black community on the whole. Whether it's the pro-black revolutionaries or it's the Hoteps, the Hoteps are communists too. You know the reason why they even had this giant Pan-African movement? Because back during the 60s when the revolution was going on, African communism was on fire. That's why they started out with this real big Pan-African push, so we could all be global black communists. So if you really start looking deeper into this movement, you'll see a lot of invisible threads that people didn't want you to know about, and it explains a lot about what's going on with us right now.
Yeah, I agree, because they pretty much use us as the shield, you know.
Yeah,
they use us as the shield, and we're being used as the pawn.
Yeah, if I appreciate you having me on the platform, Mr. Fantastic. How you doing, gentlemen? Hoodservative. What's up, bro? Yeah, man. Just to piggyback on what Hoodservative said, if you Google Gloria Steinem and Maya Angelou, you'll see several pictures of them together. What Hoodservative said about the Black Panthers, unfortunately, is correct. It's true about many of the Black Power movements of the 1960s. They often got co-opted by communist individuals trying to introduce communist ideology into it. When you take people that are, you know, demanding civil rights and equality, it's easy to kind of introduce them to the idea of communism and socialism, because they'll tell these folks that at the root of these ideologies is equality, when it's really not. The elites controlling, you know, it's a top-down control of all means of production by the elites, and the elites will give you what they think you deserve. And everybody ends up getting their government-issued bowl, their government-issued spoon, and their scoop of gruel to eat. You don't want this way of life, folks. I'm telling you. And one more thing I want to say about Trump. This guy is such a goddamn gangster. Trump told all the cities run by these Democrats that they let all these monsters set their city on fire. Trump said, "Fuck you" on your federal assistance. He told all of them, "Fuck you." It's so gangster, man. I really appreciate how this dude handles his business, man. I really do. I really do. That's all I got right now.
Okay.
Nate, did you saw how he went to the oh my bad.
No, real quick, John, before you go. And shout out to Hoodservative, man. Hoodservative brought up a great point. And like I said, man, I'm this is why I'm always as transparent as possible, right? Bro, I learned I don't think black people even knew or understood, period, just how, you know, how much we were controlled, man, and our psyches are really, really molded into certain just ways, man, and not even understanding the play of, like you said, the Communist Party and the infiltration of communism into almost all of those fucking 60s civil rights movements, man.
Yeah,
that shit is unbelievable, bro. It's ridiculous. So, and then too, shout out to Little Big Name when you bring up the aspect of Gloria Steinem and
Maya Angelou.
All of these same thing went for who was the other big one? Nikki Giovanni and all these other Toni Morrison, all these other extremely feminist minded black women. Maya Angelou married at least one white dude, if not two, right?
Two, yes.
It was two.
Right? So yeah, I didn't want to. So thank you for the corrections, brother. But, you know, Maya Angelou did the exact same thing that a black man could never ever do. Martin Luther King ended up dealing with Coretta Scott King because he couldn't fulfill his true love with a white woman. For why? Political purposes. Does that sound familiar? Oh my God, that sounds sort of kind of like President Barack Obama. Wow. So again, man, once you really get into this shit that a lot of people would consider, tinfoil hat type shit, or you do the actual research. And again, the shit with MLK, this wasn't no fucking speculation or some shit just made up by some random nobody. bro, this was like his right hand man. You know what I'm saying? Abernathy gave him up. Yeah, man, we was on them hoes.
But Mr. Fantastic, don't forget about Alice Walker, another, the author of The Color Purple and her white husband and things of that nature. So.
Man,
bro, one thing I just want to throw this on the pile real quick. One thing I've learned about a lot of the Black feminists who were a part of the revolution, and then people that were tangentially related to the revolution, like the Maya Angelos and whatnot. Most of them, well, except for Maya Angelou, obviously she came from something different, but a lot of those people, a lot of the women, especially the top 3 women in the Black Panther Party, they came from upper middle class Black families. If you really look at their lives closely, they are amongst the Black people of their day. One, they had the least to complain about as far as like social advancement and economic prospects. You talk about people whose parents were college graduates and professors and business owners. And then 2, these women had been granted access to like some of the top universities, not only in America, but in Europe. So it's just the weird hypocrisy of you claiming some kind of oppression, and you've been almost like blessed your whole life. Like if you people really need to look closely at the character model of the people pushing these ideas. None of it makes real sense, bro.
And to piggyback off what Hoodservative said, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, AOC, congressperson from New York, she grew up in a New York suburb where the median income was $300,000 a year. This woman screaming about the poor and how we need to take care of the poor and how she can identify with the struggle, all this bullshit she talks. She grew up in a place in New York in the 1980s and 90s where the median income was $300,000.
Bro, the feds just picked up a girl for rioting because everything's getting digitally recorded now, so they tracking back
the girl that's got fucking
mansions.
Yeah, they sent her to fucking Connecticut pretty much.
Yes,
bailed her out. Yeah, man.
I didn't hear the story. What are y'all talking about?
So it was some white girl. She got picked up for fucking rioting and I think it was partial arson or some shit, attempted arson or some whatever the fuck. They was trying to set some shit on fire. And come to find out, man, the girl is, again, these people that we always say they are, man. These white people that have absolutely no understanding, no connection to or anything to come with poverty or the Black community. She's a trust fund baby, bro. Her dad is like a top level fucking psychiatrist, and her mom is like a firm, one of the like top 5 firm, like high level fucking officials or some shit, like high level members of like a top firm in New York. Like I said, they said something about they gave a dollar amount for something, but I forget what it was. It was either her tuition or some shit or whatever the fuck it was. But the bitch rich, bro. She's a rich ass fucking white girl and has no fucking connection or understanding whatsoever of the fucking Black experience. And they want to get out here and fucking scream and holler Black Lives Matter again, man, to scratch some shit off their fucking bucket list. And niggas are too dumb to even fucking see it. That's
bro.
what
Speaking of dumb niggas. No, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
My bad. It gets irritating when people say that this virtual signaling is actually them caring. That's virtual signaling. I don't get it. Cognitive dissonance is completely done.
Absolutely, yeah.
And if I could chime in on this, I want you brothers I want you to try and wrap your head around this, okay? The Democrats saw how incredibly popular this president was. They saw how incredibly well the economy's doing, how well he's polling among Blacks and Hispanics. So what they decided to do was get 3 virulently anti-straight Black male lesbians, have them front an organization. They would take the corpses of Black men, and the corpses had to be created by white men, and they would use it to fill their campaign coffers to the tune of hundreds of millions of dollars. If y'all don't see how diabolical the Democrat Party is, it's not even about BLM. It's about the Democrat Party filling their finance coffers with hundreds of millions of dollars on the corpses of Black men. That's all that's happened here. That's it. That's the only thing that's going on.
Another big thing, real quick. Let me get this of ANC. Shout out to of ANC for the 5. Thank you, brother. The white people you're referring to in leftist movements are operatives and almost always people from Israel. Yes, sir, most definitely. And Lil Big Nate. I think another big thing that people miss, Lil Big Nate, is this was all done within like a 3-month time frame. Lil Big Nate,
amazing,
hundreds of millions of dollars, man. Again, and like I said, black people didn't have the common sense to say, hold on, man, hold on. So you mean to tell me all these prolific white celebrities, actors, athletes, everybody, right? Entertainers, musicians and shit, wrestlers, fucking John Cena. That was the shit that really got me. And I said, John Cena, what the fuck? John Cena paid $100,000 or how many, was it $100,000 or $1 million? Whatever it was. John Cena, donated X amount of dollars to fucking Black Lives Matter, and he didn't donate the shit to the neighborhood. I was like, that don't make sense. What the fuck is this Black Lives Matter shit? Why the fucking, and then because Black Lives, I remember, back in 2015, Black Lives Matter never gave no fucking money back to the hood. So if white folks just not aware or what, and then you come to find out the information about the Act Blue shit, this whole shit is a motherfucking fucking Democratic Party goddamn political slush fund, man.
That's all it is, on the back of dead black men, y'all. And what's crazy is the Democratic Party doesn't even talk to us. They don't even care about us. It's amazing. They don't consult us. They don't seek our counsel. You look at Rolling Stone magazine cover, Black women, child. You look at Time magazine's cover, Black woman, child. We do not exist to these people. And now we are funding the entire Democrat political machine with our dead, cold bodies.
Yo. Hey, what's up, y'all? Hey, I'll tell you one thing, man. I've been peeping in the back. The thing is this is why brothers in the manosphere hide behind policy, because policy is driven by groupthink. Groupthink, the only way the culture is going to change is through policy change. That's groupthink collectivism, communism 101. And the black man has been conditioned for 60 years to fall behind a woman and to think, okay, group change is the way it's going to be. Let's march, activists, get policies changed, and then we can change. All the while is that we've been look like idiots in the eyes of the rest of America. So when one of us dips out and be like, no, fuck that, I'm going to do my own thing. Oh, hell no, you're not, nigga. Bring your ass back here.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm not going to jump in again, like I said, on the whole political matter, but what I can say is those people that infiltrate the various movements and all these different things that have been happening throughout your history in the United States, the main mission basically is just to reinforce the programming, It's to feed, especially when it comes to the women, it's to feed them with the message that, hey, all this stuff has been happening to you. Your men are not protecting you. For instance, that lady that got exposed recently, if you look at some of her books, some of the literature that she put out, a lot of it was directed actually towards black women, right? And if you see the stuff she was basically saying or the messages she was pushing, it's a lot of that. I don't know how to explain that. I guess I'm just going to say that woke progressive college stuff, right? And, what happens is this has been happening all throughout the years. And I guess now more and more people are waking up to it, seeing, hey, wait, this is a BLM protest, but it's like 99.9% white. What the hell is going on? And it's the same, behind closed doors. And it's about time people stop, feeding from that bullshit.
I wanted to point this out, and this is especially pertinent to the manosphere. Remember a couple of months ago, I think it was King Sigma who first brought it to the table, how people in the Democrat Party and the Democratic news media were noticing all the rumblings coming from black men on the internet. And then a few months after that, we had all these social movements. It started out with the one guy who got shot in Georgia, and he was, it was kind of iffy with him. He looked kind of wrong a little bit. Then the next thing you know, we got the George Floyd thing. And it's like the people actually are trying to use the women to be like the energy of these social movements, and then we'll drag the men along by popular opinion. They're really, really playing on like the emotions of black women and the social positioning of black women in the community to then drag the men along to follow as a part of whatever movement they've concocted. And you really got to think with your evil genius brain, but it's not a crazy idea if you understand it can be done, and it has been happening for a long time now.
Yeah,
yo, Dave. Just a quick question for everybody, because I gotta go real quick, man. Do any of you all know what is the number of black women who have been shot and killed by police in like the last 5 years?
I can't tell you women. Black men, it averages about 220 to 240 a year.
You said over the last 5 years?
Yeah, I don't even think it's been 50
years.
I only know of two. The last 2 years.
I would say he said 5. I would say max it out at 2 per year, and I would say 10 max.
I don't even know if it's that much, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't. I said
I don't even know if it's that many.
That's why I said 10 max.
Now I bring that question up for this fact here. Notice how on a bunch of other issues, black women want to be treated separately. But when it comes to the shooting thing, they want to just to say, oh, that's just black people being shot.
Yep.
I find that really odd.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna find it odd, like you said, at all, man. The first thing that you know about a woman is what she want the attention, bro. So by any means, because even when they don't aren't the victims themselves, SAC, what do they say? Oh, we out here marching for y'all. We out here doing all this.
Are you kidding me?
And I tell you, they get so mad at us because honestly, man, my crew, we quick to say like, look, that's not our people. I don't care about them niggas getting shot. I ain't no criminal. Shit, that nigga did what he did. He earned that lead. Man, they go like the sisters, like the dudes. Some dudes get all moist about it, but the sisters are the ones that get the most pissed off when we say shit like that.
I'm going to keep asking this question. I asked it on another platform, and it earned me 5 or 6 black women yelling at me at the top of their lungs. Why don't black women raise their sons, since you're so capable of doing this by yourself? Raise your sons to be law-abiding citizens. Why don't you do that? It's not hard. I'm telling you, I did it.
Hey, Minister Jap answered that question on his Facebook yesterday. They raise criminals for their own benefit.
Yeah, man.
Well, I just have another question then. Since the number is so low, because I think you said, Mr. Fantastic, maybe 10, maybe in like the last 5 years.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Why are they so vocal about something that doesn't really affect them?
Because they get to take point.
Why
they get to take point? That's why.
No, it's more serious.
So wouldn't that kind of be the same argument about when it's thrown towards the men when they say, why y'all even talking about abortion or stuff? That don't even have nothing to do with y'all. That's our bodies or blah blah blah. Okay, well, why are you talking about dead black men?
SKC, me and David, we answered this the other day on a show, bro. The police, the niggas that's getting in trouble are the same dudes that these women want to procreate with. These men that are out there getting killed are the type of men that do it for them. That's why they're getting all amped up.
So the unspecialist stated that it's been 15 since 2003, according to Huffington Post. 15 over the past 17 years.
17 years, wow.
What? Damn.
Over 17 years? So shit, that's less than 1 per year, man. So again, like, yeah, that shit, I told you that max. I said max.
Let me, if I could.
We hitting lightning strike numbers right there. That's below lightning strike numbers. People don't get struck by lightning. People get struck by lightning far more. You know what I mean?
Yo, you're more likely to die from a flying fish than get killed by the cops as a black man.
And I would like you gentlemen to consider the fact that I said on another platform earlier, I did a little math. If you divide 20 million by 46, you get 434,000. That's the average number of abortions Black women have had every year for the past 46 years since Roe v. Wade passed.
Hey, Margaret Sanger did her job.
134,000 a year, averaging it out.
Hey, Margaret Sanger is the queen of the progressives, and she did her job. She put her work in.
Hillary Clinton said that's one of my idols. What does that tell you, folks?
Yeah. Mission accomplished.
I agree. So
did y'all see that? Oh my God.
15 cop shootings over the past 17 years for Black women, but they're at the face of the movement.
Like I say, not our movement, man. Separation is the key.
I agree. I've said several times the idea of Black unity is ridiculous. What we need is the unity of like-minded men. 6 or 7 like-minded men unified can do more than 100,000 Black people, quote unquote, coming together under something. That's it's just a fact, man. All we need is the unity of like-minded men. That's it.
More like a common goal. It has to be more of a common goal.
You know, and it's crazy. We've said it, Oh, my bad.
Like we're all pretty much rugged individualists, if we want to admit it or not. Me personally, this is the age of the entrepreneur, and if Black men can't be able to get on the ball right now, we're gonna be fucked in 10 to 15 years.
There's the issue right there. If Black men, it's not that. It's nigga, get your own ass on the ball. That's all you got to do. And other cats will see you, and they will come along and do what you do. And those that don't, they get left behind. It is what it is. Mm-hmm. Quote Michelle Obama.
Man,
you can't sit here and worry about them dudes that don't get on the ball. We're not a monolith.
Hey, man. Listen, bro. The whole and that it's funny too. I got a panel coming up about that. The whole monolithic Black man thing, and the fucked up part about it, man, is right. I would be cool with if we were a monolith, but at least if the fucking most intelligent people were the head of the fucking monolith. Okay, were the fucking tip of the the top of the fucking pyramid, so to speak. But bro, I can't participate in any type of groupthink with fucking idiots and just low level emotional ass niggas. I just can't do it, and people don't understand that, man. Again, like I said, I don't think people understand the importance of language, and this is why you have to let people talk. This is why I'm all for discourse and debate and conversation, because you get to you let a person talk long enough, they're going to let down their defenses and tell you how they truly really feel. One of the best things that happened was this whole Revolt Summit shit from last year, to where you had Candace Owens going up against everybody, and you had this bitch Tamika Mallory say, we need to have the scammers and the strippers at the head of the fucking political talks in the Black neighborhood. And I'm like,
bro, you took the words out of my mouth, bro. I was gonna say, I don't understand, why is there even a debate, even a question of Candace Owens versus Cardi B? It makes no fucking sense. I don't care how you feel about Candace Owens. Why is it even a debate? We all know she's smart as fuck versus Cardi B's dumbass who ain't even all the way Black. Well, not even ADO's her Black side, but there's still a debate. And I got dumb motherfuckers in my comment section even freaking arguing it. I don't get it.
I don't know, man. Like Cardi B of all people, man. Like y'all couldn't find anybody that's intellectual.
It shows you how cynical the Democrat Party is when they look at Black people. They are completely cynical. They have absolutely no respect. They think so little of you. They think that Cardi B is the way to get you to vote for them.
But Nate, you actually got Black people up there jumping on Cardi's side in this debate. And that's what our niggas has done as a collective.
We kind of disagree on that, Trey. I don't think we're all done. I think a large portion of us are. But you're right. I mean, you're right. There's no excusing this. And you have Black women on MSNBC and CNN coming to Cardi B's defense, coming to I forgot what Biden's campaign manager's name, Simone Sanders, You know, she's a misandrist. She can't stand black men. You heard what she did to Uncle Luke when Uncle Luke came out in the Miami New Times and criticized.
Who asked for his opinion?
Yeah. Your opinion is unsolicited, Uncle Luke. Mind your business. Are you serious?
Yeah, man, and Uncle Luke is a Democrat. That's the funny part about it. I'm like,
and he's got a legendary case fighting for First Amendment rights, and you're taking the First Amendment rights away from the man. It's amazing, dog. I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
Yeah, I don't understand why that's happening.
But that's why I left the manosphere, Nate. And while I was over there, bro, when I was telling you, like, man, I don't argue over there anymore. I'm on Game Changer channel having fun, man, because it's like no arguing anymore, because it does not make sense for a black man in the manosphere to argue what we argue and then vote Democrat or talk liberal policies.
Yeah, bro.
It's comedy.
You have black men who have made thousands of hours of content criticizing black women, and then you're going to vote for the same ideology and institutions that turn these women into the monsters they are. You're the height of hypocrisy, and you are you're completely contradictory.
How you anti-strag and you vote with the strag, man? That's something I don't get.
Bro.
How y'all anti-strag and y'all vote with the strag?
You vote with them. You vote the same way they do. How can you criticize them? They don't have an answer for this. They're sitting right now listening to this broadcast, getting angry and angrier and angrier, but they won't come up and they won't defend their beliefs. Defend abortion. Defend Democrat pillars.
That's why I say, man, I got mad respect for what the, master teacher and what he's been doing over the years. But when he came on and said, I can't believe in all my years that we can, and the manosphere will have 5 or 6 conservative black men on a panel, this is unheard of. That's why I had to give him the smoke. I'm like, what is wrong with that? What in the hell is wrong with it? You got 6 brothers not sitting here talking about bitch this, black woman this, ass this, talking about positive things, and it's a problem.
I mean, brother, I've been in this place for 7 weeks now, and I've been dealing with all kind of shit, man. Just
they would call this an echo chamber.
Yeah, hold on, real quick. Shout out to everybody in the building. Hey man, make sure y'all liking the video for me, man, and share the video. Don't just like it, share it. We got hating ass niggas in here, man. I can't wait to show y'all this fucking private. This nigga done called me everything from the F-bomb to ugly to if he was homosexual. He done said all kinds of crazy funky shit in my motherfucking backpack, man. I'm not to say all this shit. This dude was a whole motherfucking whole ass cheerleader in here trying to get on my shit, bro. So again, y'all niggas is funny to me. Real quick, make sure y'all like and share the video for me, man. And we got Ice Turner in the building. What's up, Ice?
What's going on, family? How you feeling?
You got it, man. Can't complain.
I hear that. One of the things I wanted to chime in on, as far as the plight of the black man in America, as far as even with dealing with the opposite sex, is why do you choose to deal with a woman that doesn't really share the same ideology as you, and why do you feel like you have to sit there and deal with someone that you have to talk to with crayons, just on the basic concepts of things. It's just ridiculous. Like, I don't really have time for that. And then the other thing is, in my honest opinion, just from my experience, the best way to save the black community is to save yourself. Is to basically do something as far as either be entrepreneurial, investing, or like independent contracting. You build your situation up, and then you basically have better options with that, instead of really having to work with what you say, the quote unquote strag. We'll use that as a safe word, the strag, because it's one thing I don't really deal with is the turkey neck and the attitude and stuff like that. Like, look, if I have this situation, you're going to fall in line with it. It shouldn't be a disagreement. See, it's a thing. It's a cultural thing, because my thing is based on, like, I have West Indian traditions. We have culture. With the American strag, they don't have culture. It's just idiocy. And the thing is with a lot of these American black women is that they're stupid and arrogant about it. And I just don't really have the patience for that.
Well, unfortunately, black men are starting to move in the completely opposite direction of black women. I mean, completely, politically, financially, even maritally. we're moving in the complete opposite direction, and just let things happen as they're meant to be. You know, it would be nice to be able to get through to. I genuinely believe that there's a small group of Black women, particularly young ones, who understand that they're supposed to get their instruction from us, and they're actually seeking out instruction from us. They see the wreckage and the carnage that is the women in their families, their co-workers, their girlfriends, just mired in dysfunction and chaos, and they don't want any part of it. And they are coming to this space looking for answers. And, you know, salute to those women who understand what their true position is and what ours is in relation to their lives. You know,
I'll tell you, man, a lot of those women are ghost watching Kevin Samuels, and they're watching what those freaking Gen X, older millennial Black women are doing. And they're like, you know what? Let me take note. I'm not going to do that shit.
Absolutely, Trey. It's a mess, man. This show, man, it's revealed so many things that I knew were true, but I couldn't prove. All the proof is just sitting right there now. I've heard Black women say, I left my husband because he wasn't spontaneous enough. You left your husband over spontaneity. Really? Okay.
Yeah, it's the idiocy, man. It's rather amazing.
It's madness.
It's the insanity. And the thing is because they don't really have the winning mindset. I think a woman that is actually, you know, working towards self-mastery or self-actualization is a woman that is compliant with her man, because this is where she gets everything from. This is where she can actually, you know, get things built onto her. Because the thing is, she doesn't understand the difference between a man's happiness versus her happiness. Her happiness is selfish. Our happiness is where there's a trickle-down effect. Because if she's doing things according, you know, to the plan, where she's sticking to it, and she's making the sacrifices, she's self-checking herself and self-correcting, right? And she's basically, you know, developing her own happiness and sharing it with you. Then guess what? You know, it gives you rest in a sense. And whereas though you go open up things for her, it's like, you know, I could do things for her that, you know, she probably maybe wanted me to do that she didn't even think to do, like think that I would do without even asking. That's another thing. Women sit there and demand things and without commanding things with their character. You know, it's sad.
It is.
Really, and you know, one thing I learned, man, and from my daughter, what happened with my daughter, you know, she's married to a conservative white guy soldier, like white version of me. And from Omega Dreads, man, he dropped a comment one day, is that you got a lot of conservative young brothers and a lot of conservative, you know, young Black women that always end up dating out. And the point is, it's hard for them to find each other, because they're navigating the all this coon shit, all this getting attacked. They can't speak out. They got to keep it to themselves. So if you're a conservative sister and you're a conservative brother and you're surrounded by all these communist groupthink motherfuckers, how are you gonna know that other partner is, where it's just as easier for you? You know, I'm just gonna dip out.
No, I understand completely. I understand completely. You know, and again, I think it's unfortunate that we can't find each other. You know, hopefully in the future we can resolve that issue as it becomes more acceptable to be a Black person with conservative views or an independent Black person. Let's be honest, man. I understand that some brothers, they're like, you know, I really can't say, you know, I'm voting Republican or anything. The backlash they may get from their families or whatever. But you got to take that stand, bro. Their minds won't change. If there's a chance for their minds to change, they're not going to change until they're confronted. And you standing rock solid on your beliefs and your ideology, they're going to have to try to defeat your logic, and they won't be able to. And our arguments are so simple. They're so basic. They're so easy to understand.
But the thing is again, you're talking to these people with crayons, and I'm the type of motherfucker like I'll wear the hat, I'll wear the jogging suit, everything, the sneakers, I'll wear it right in front of them.
Well, shit, I can't come to the cookout. I can't come to the cookout. I can't go to no family meetings because over this shit. You know? over this old dumbass shit. I said, well,
Man,
fuck
I'm
it.
with you, man. My mom's a Black Panther. My mom marched was right there with Huey and Bobby. With freaking my
Oh
mom
man,
was with Athena Shakur.
oh man,
Hey,
But
Trey,
here's the thing.
you got it
real
3
quick,
times
real
worse
quick.
than me.
I mean, shout out to Kenny Wright for the 10 here to support. Appreciate you, brother. Greatly appreciate you. Yeah, man. Listen, I told you, man. The sad part about it is, like you said, when you don't know your history, you're truly to repeat it. And all of this stuff that's happening here now is just a reiteration or a rerun of the shit that happened in the 60s, man. It's just now the whole world can see it. And this whole thing we were always told, you know, back in that time and day and time, from their understanding was this would just be an underground movement of the people, by the people, you know, Black people that were actually being oppressed and controlled and held back and all these things by the man and the system. But come to find out, the movement that was happening was controlled by the man in another system trying to overtake the current system you're in. This actually even worse. And shout out to Hood Conservative, man. Again, I don't think people understand, like I said earlier, about, you know, taking for granted the things that we have from a technological aspect. Black people, you are fucking dumb as fuck.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Thank you. You beat me to that point. It's like, why do you still even believe in the slave religion, slave tradition?
Even the slave aspect of it, just put aside. It's just you're dumb as hell if you don't understand the advantages and the privilege you have being an American.
Absolutely,
American, bro. There's a reason.
Fantastic. They can't see it. They can't see it.
Well, that's what I'm. But that's what I'm trying. This is what I'm trying to help them out, Jonathan. Listen, I'm telling you, man. Listen, there's a reason that everybody wants to get here, nigga. Motherfuckers get here by train, plane, or fucking burlap, potato sack. You got young women and girls that are willing to get sexually assaulted without a problem just to get here, man. They know it's gonna happen.
Yeah, man. I had a dude, a Haitian dude on Facebook, and I spent a lot of time in Haiti in the army. Straight up say, yeah, Trump called, you know, my country a shithole country, but I took this raft and my people took this raft to get over here. I'm like, nigga, if it ain't a shithole country, why the fuck did you take a raft to get over here?
Yeah, risking your fucking life, man. That's too late. Like 3 years ago, that was a huge thing, man, where the Coast Guard had to save a whole bunch of people, man, because they were making these makeshift fucking rafts, bro, to go all the way Miami or whatnot, you know, the American shore. Because once you get here, you're pretty much here. They got, you know what I'm saying? You get to stay here. They give you treatment and all this other shit and all these other things, man.
If just a couple of things. If you genuinely don't want to be here, there are millions of people ready to take your place. You can go live in their country. They will take your spot. I promise you. Not promise. Number two.
Fantastic. Can we say, oh, my bad.
Number two, in this horribly racist country, how in the world are Black people making $1.2 trillion every year? How is that? Why, if we were a country, we'd be the 12th wealthiest country in the world? How is that happening in this? We all know there's not a lot of vertical Black businesses that can hire hundreds of people. There just isn't. So we're purchasing products from these white companies and we're working for a lot of these white companies. So this claim of all this horrible racism, I've said before, there are vestiges of racism in law enforcement, in the judicial system, and in the financial sector, I believe. Vestiges means, you know, small amounts remaining. The institutions overall themselves are not racist, but there are issues within these institutions. Yeah. But to believe that we in 2020 are just facing all this horrible oppression, man, it's nonsense. And you're doing so much damage to your sons and your daughters telling them this.
Yeah,
really go ahead, Jonathan. It's on you, brother. You got it. Go ahead.
I don't know, man. When it comes to Black people, man, I noticed we done trade Jesus for white supremacy, dog. You got dudes that feel like, well, they just gonna take it anyway. I'm like, dude, dig a hole. Please dig a hole. If you're gonna say that, that's the most debilitating thing you can possibly say. And I don't pertain to that, man, because this victimhood shit. For one thing, we got the gun pointed at the wrong person. It's these foreigners, man. Like, you know, you got DJ Khaled's in the hood, man. You can pretty much name one DJ Khaled you either came across or even been around in the hood that owns something. The gas station, the liquor store.
But Jonathan, just real quick, Jonathan, of course we can, because these people know to pick the hood to come up off of. The liquor store, the Chinese food store, the hair store, the corner store. It's the reason why they pick the hood, because they know what? They know niggas. The nail salon. Look, the niggas don't have the economic understanding. They don't have the desire. They don't have the grind. They sit back and complain. You're entitled. You have a victimhood and a fucking welfare state mentality. That shit is dangerous, bruh. It's crippling. And that's how and why you never ever fucking get nowhere the way we should be. Again, we're one of the original big three of fucking existing on this fucking country. Okay? And yet still you got people to come here hundreds of years later to again not only learn but dominate the same system, man, that you complaining about. I don't want to hear shit about no fucking cultural bias. I don't want to hear shit about none of this, about these excuses. When again, people come here that can't even speak the language, man, and they dominate. And they start in our neighborhoods to do it. Shout out real quick. Let me read this super chat from brother Aisa A for the 5. Thank you, brother. Cali is burning for a reason. Have y'all seen the new bill there? Trying to on minors? Yeah, man. We talked about that shit. That shit is ridiculous, man. The P is real and the P is coming. And shout out to Nick Taylor, man. Nick Taylor, they had a shirt on there saying the black future is queer. That's what Black Lives Matter is all about, man. Exactly. That's what Black Lives Matter is all about. It's about, again, I tell y'all all the time, prove me wrong. Whenever it comes to these alternative lifestyle groups, man, they are not to be trusted with anything other than their own shit. They always going to say that I am a queer person first. I am a queer black person, not I'm a black person that's queer. That's always how it goes. Show me where I'm wrong.
And they made any criticism of them illegal.
Thank you.
They worked to make any critique, any criticism, any pushback to them unlawful. You can't even criticize these people now. Their way of life would bring about the demise of all humanity, and you can't criticize them. Think about that.
Real quick, Ice, not throw it to you, brother. Like, how you good? And like you said, man, the whole thing is this: you can say nigga on YouTube all day, every day, black, white, Asian, whoever the fuck, right? Let you fuck around and say that F word to see what happened to you.
Oh, yeah.
You're 1,000% right. Ice, it's on you, brother. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say that, man. It's just, I think that's basically the decline of America. And that's just with the change of even the spirituality, is even with our community, because of that. It's basically being forced upon us, you know, and whereas though, you know, you have with these single mothers, you know, for example, a lot of them, what do they raise? They raise homosexuals and thugs because they're basically recreating themselves. And this is what you deal with, you know, and it's just being pushed down our throat to where as though we don't even have a choice. And it's sickening. I don't like that behavior, to be honest with you. And it's hard to really like, it's like people say, oh, you know, you just got to accept it. I don't like it. And it doesn't make me homophobic or anything like that. I think it's sick. And it has nothing to do with religion or anything like that. It's just I don't like that shit.
I want y'all to think about this just for 1 second. And look, ultimately, again, being a conservative, I believe in live and let live. Go live your life. If that's what you want to do, that's your business. Just don't shove it down my throat. But these people live in complete opposition to their biological design. If I took a spoon and tried to remove a transmission, how successful would I be? I wouldn't. If I used a chainsaw to perform an open heart surgery, I wouldn't be successful. These people are never going to be successful misusing themselves. I apologize. Misusing themselves. Yeah, that's my television. It's okay. Shit. What the hell? Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, misusing themselves this way. They're never going to be successful. But look, they got the right to live that way. Just stop trying to put my son in a dress, please. Please.
Yeah, that's another. My bad. I thought that was you, Ice. I didn't know that was a little big thing. But yeah, man, that's another big thing too. Like I said, we no, Ice, you good. The whole thing was that, man. Again, bruh, as a father, man, your number one job is to protect your sons, and I don't want to say it's an exceptionalism thing when it comes to, or bias when it comes to gender or anything, right? You're supposed to love your children equally, but as a black man, you're supposed to understand the onus, the pressure, the expectation, the everything behind being a black man. So women are naturally going to be protected. Okay. I don't know, no matter how much we say this shit here, you know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, if we were walking down the street and we see some little girl, at least a child, you know what I'm saying? A young girl getting assaulted by some grown ass man, you're going to step the fuck in. Okay. You're going to say something. You know what I'm saying? A grown ass woman, hey, bitch, you on your own. They ain't none of my business. But if I see some grown man doing something to a young girl, a child, nigga, you want, hey, if you I need to know this is your daughter or something, because you don't, otherwise you finna have a big ass motherfucking problem, and ain't finna be no hands involved. You finna go ahead and get this over with real quick, fast, and hurry until the authorities get here. And if you're smart, you choose the authority route. Okay. So again, man, this whole thing about black women or I'd rather say black females not being protected. Again, it's not my job to fucking protect you if you're a grown ass woman. Okay. Not my motherfucking job. That's what police get paid for. That's what you should have a man for. That's what spouses, or boyfriends and fiancés or fathers or brothers or whoever the fuck is made. I'm not gonna be no motherfucking stranger ass motherfucking nigga, Captain Saberho, that I don't know what the fuck you got going on, don't know what you did to this man or whatever the hell you got. Hey, you could have been stole money. You could have been burnt this man and gave him an STD. Hey, you could have been gave this man the whole package out here. You could be keeping him away from his kids. I'd be a motherfucking fool to hop in an altercation between two grown ass motherfuckers like I'm a motherfucking save the day or some shit. All right, hey, bitch, you better motherfucking play dead like a motherfucker, like you do with a bear. If you play dead, the nigga stop beating you. Okay, but on a serious note, man, yeah, this whole narrative that black men are unwilling to protect black females is just ludicrous. But females are naturally going to be protected by not only just the men around, but for society in whole. You know what I'm saying? That's why you have domestic violence laws that are 100% in the female's favor and not the fucking man. When the last time you ever heard a man go to a fucking divorce hearing and say she abused me, and he get fucking half of what the fuck she owned, the house, the kids, and all this other shit? So by all means, man, we need to reinforce and double and triple down on the protection of our young black men, bro, our boys, because that's going to be the future. And I think if we gave that attention and we started focusing on these boys, man, especially the best and brightest of them all, not just from a sports aspect, but especially the thinkers, man. You always need the thinkers, bro. All right. I don't give a fuck how famous you are, how much money you have, how popular, how strong, how high you can jump, how athletic or whatever the fuck. You're going to need a brain. Okay. The people that protect the money you make because you don't know how to motherfucking, count it yourself. And of course, you need to fucking have like backup people and contingencies, checks and balances to check the people checking your money, so you don't get fucked over like a whole lot of athletes. But again, that shows your ignorance of what you're supposed to do, even from from a methodical and a thinking man standpoint. You never ever trust the whole motherfucking kingdom, bank to one motherfucker. You have other people checking other people's back they don't know about. That way, nobody can fucking rob your ass blind without you knowing it. Or by the time you do, it's too late, and now you got to try and get back money that's not even there anymore. So the most important part of this whole thing, man, is like I said, the creation of the protection of the young black boy. You know what I mean? And this space is what we're here to do, and especially like you guys are saying, man, redirect the mind of black boys from this victimhood mentality. Brother, young brother, if you're hearing this or somebody's playing this for you, you're not being hunted. You have no reason or issue to be afraid of the police if you're not committing crimes. I'm 37 years. I'm going on 37 years old in November. Okay, I've had plenty of run-ins with the police officers. I'm not saying that my experience is going to be everybody's experience, but I can tell you this: it is the majority of experiences, because police aren't shooting the majority of black men out here. Police aren't beating the hell out of the majority of black men out here. Police aren't planting fucking evidence on the majority of black men out here. The majority of black men out here are law-abiding citizens, and if and when or entities rather, I would say that law-abiding entities, and if and when you do have a run-in with the police officer, you just simply get your ticket or whatever it may have, and you go on your way. All right. If you live, there's a formula to the success shit, bro. It's very, very simple. If you don't fucking break the law, you're not in here doing stupid shit, trying to motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, let your nuts hang and, you know, be out here wilding the fuck out, bro. Life is very, very easy to live. My bad, little B, go ahead.
No. My apologies, sir. If you're going to be honest with your children, this is going to rub some people the wrong way, but the most dangerous place for any black man and woman is in the womb of an unwed black mother. That is technically the most dangerous place, because the vast majority of black people every year lose their life when they're in there. That's just a fact. And there's no denying that fact.
Yep, undeniable. That's another thing too, man. That's why I say we got to get more mathematical and numbers oriented, man, than this emotional bullshit. Because like you said, damn, man, Little Big Nate, if you compare the abortions to, you know what I'm saying, these cop killings, it would be laughable.
It's not even 1%.
Yeah, not even
1%
in comparison. Yeah, you literally will have a better chance of getting. Let me see. Let's see.
Yeah, gentlemen, you know, while Mr. Fantex is doing his thing, again, just simple mathematics, bro. 20 million divided by 46 years is 434,000. Almost 500,000 abortions every year. And then we wonder why black women are so crazy. We wonder why they're so incalcitrant, why their attitudes are so horrible. These women are going in and engaging in behaviors that would make any woman go crazy if they were doing it. They believe what the Democrats and the feminists tell them. It's nothing but a bunch of cells. Go be promiscuous. Go be incredibly reckless with your vagina. Then when you get pregnant, either you go get on the state, no problem, or you go abort the baby. And these women, by the hundreds of thousands every year, are following this horrible advice, and they are damaging themselves psychologically, man. Severely psychologically. I know a woman that had an abortion in high school. We dated for we dated for a year, but we became very good friends, and we would talk off and on. Okay. There were times when we didn't talk for a whole year, then somebody would pick up the phone and just call the other. One time I called her, it was in September, towards the end of September, and I called her and she was like depressed. And I asked her, I said, well, what's wrong? She said, nothing. I said, no, something's obviously wrong. Tell me what's wrong. She said, well, next week would have been Darion's 17th birthday. 17 years later, it was like 10 years ago. 17 years later, this woman is still mourning her son that she aborted in high school. You're going to pay a price, ladies, a significant price. The price isn't in money. The price is in your peace of mind, your happiness, and in the amount of intense regret that you're going to have to pay for these terrible decisions. That's it.
Yeah, man. And like I said, unfortunately, like I said, when you get into the whole, it's funny to me when we talk morality, right? And we talk right or wrong, and we talk all of these things when it comes to other races of people, but we can't hold ourselves to the same standard when it comes to an intraracial situation and relationship, man. And like you said, the most important thing, like you said, bro, just imagine the black community being 22 million stronger. You know what I'm saying?
60 million deep.
Yeah.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Versus us being, below the reproduction rate, which everybody is, but I think we're even lower than everybody else. We are the highest users of the percentage of Planned Parenthood and abortion. And they told you that. They told you. You have this woman telling you, hey, I want to kill as many niggers as possible. Or many Negroes. I'm sorry. She didn't say niggers, but I think she said Negroes. That's the whole purpose, the reason why I created my Planned Parenthood and made black women buy into abortion so heavily. So again, man, when you have black men come out here and show you the truth, show you the light, like you said, man, I don't want the facts. Fuck the facts, nigga. Fuck the facts. Fuck the truth. I wanna feel the way I want to feel. I want to do whatever the fuck I want to do, and I'm gonna sit back and blame the white man, and I expect the white man to pay me for my suffrage and my pain that I chose to participate in myself. And again, man, we have to learn to just cut those people the fuck off. Don't try to have. I'm not trying to convince anyone anymore. I'm past that stage. I don't.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, man. It's tough because I find myself trying to have cordial, respectful conversations on issues, and most cats can do that, but then some cats just can't for some reason.
Oh, man.
Black men's biggest problem is our emotionalism, man.
Yeah, man.
It is a huge problem. It is keeping us, again, we're 64% of us are in the middle class. I can't imagine where we'd be if we were raised properly, if we had proper male examples to model ourselves after, if our mothers would have chose proper men to be with. Dude, we would be running the world from America. Black American people would literally be running the world.
I cannot fucking argue that shit, man. Because again, that it's so much to it in the imprint that the black community has on the world in itself. Like you said, just from a cultural aspect, trends, people buy what we buy. Whatever we say is cool, that's what everybody wants to have or whatnot, what have you. So again, man, it's just so crazy, right? Yeah, I remember like, the craziest thing about it was one of the big things that I never understood, but somehow niggas was able to do it was like cars, right? Everybody remember like when Escalades came out and like, the rappers and shit or whatever did the Escalades. That was the Escalade was like a fucking, at the time, I think like probably like an $80,000 thing. And then it became like $100,000 fucking truck that everybody just had to have. And now you got the, everybody's doing the truck things with the, not the Lambo truck, but the Rolls Royce truck and all this shit, right?
The Cullinan. Yeah, Cullinan.
Yeah, of course. Again, the first place you see it is in a rap video, and people in the hood that's got the shit that really shouldn't be fucking having it anyway. But again, it keeps the hope of becoming the neighborhood dope boys turn rapper dream alive, man. And motherfuckers running these streets and catching toe tags and body bags, and it's just another shit in the toilet. No one cares as long as a black man pulls the trigger. Who cares, man? It's just, another day, standard operating procedure. Let a white person get involved. Now everything's fucking wrong. And oh my God. And they killing us, they hunting us and all this fucking bullshit, man. But
yeah, man, Zach TV got hunted down, man. Zach TV, I used to rock with a boys content heavy. Now that's the brother that got hunted down right Zach, after he left the club.
Zach
man, that I don't know, man. That showed me that that we got a lot of things that we need to tackle, man. Because Zach literally left the club 15 minutes later. Boom.
Well, look at that guy FB Duck in Chicago that got killed. That rapper.
He was a nice out of Chicago too.
That mother lost all 3 of her sons to gun violence in Chicago. She never left. She didn't move after her first son got murdered. She stayed in the same goddamn neighborhood, the same house. And continued to fill her sons' heads with the same terrible ideals. And now all 3 of her sons are dead. All of them.
Loyalty, brother. You gotta stay loyal to the people, brother.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
but
crazy.
On a serious note, yeah, that's one of the most important things. And I think this is following up on Jonathan's point. Is that moving forward, especially I'd say from late millennials to Gen Z, there's gonna have to be a separation, culturally, ideologically, a separation on many different levels for there to be any form of course correction. Because if not, we're gonna see some more of the same old, and yeah, it's gonna be a problem. So, but what I can say is that from what I'm seeing is there's a lot more Gen Z and And like I said, late millennial guys especially that are waking up and taking the necessary steps, working their ass off, getting what they have to get done, and just being productive. And we're seeing a lot of them in the space too. So shout out to my Gen Z and late millennial guys. And guys like the older guys, just have to keep giving them that information. And then we're gonna try our best to take the meat and spit out the bones.
Man, leave them behind, man. Leave them 60s, 70s, 80s behind, man. It has to be about the future, man. Like, it's not a playbook that we can run.
Yeah,
We've been the Cleveland Browns, man. We've been literally the Cleveland Browns, man. We need to move from the city and change our names. And keep it moving. We need a new playbook because because this victimhood mentality in a tech era age where you literally can make money on your ass.
And nobody's gonna know that you're black.
The Chinese has understand the Chinese has understand this concept, man. I saw a 15-year-old with $100 million e-commerce business with 7 employees.
Yeah, and what's also important as well, two things actually. The first is more internal, meaning that following off a fantastic stream yesterday, a lot of us guys, especially in Gen Z and the late millennials, need to understand that you need to embrace that solitude, because this walk, being productive, ensuring your path is right mentally, spiritually, financially, etc., is going to be a lonely one. There's going to be a lot of haters, and a lot of your haters are going to look exactly like you.
Yep.
Right? A lot of your haters are going to look exactly like you. They're going to see you doing something positive, whether it be on a small level or on a grand scale. And they're going to be in the chat, in the comments, not necessarily on YouTube, but I mean like just in general in your life, calling you hoe ass nigga, you ain't shit, you'll never be shit. And it might weigh on you psychologically and mentally, but you just have to fight through it, because you need to know that on the other side of that positive path is success. And the other thing is literally what Jonathan was saying. Now that you know better, you have to do better and take advantage of all these different opportunities that are out there. Like he said, e-commerce is a big one. You got to avoiding debt is another huge one, because the debtor is a slave to the lender, right? And you just got to work on so many different things, and understand as well that not everybody's gonna be that big billionaire businessman, but work with guys that are productive, and I just try to make the most of it. It is gonna be lonely, but take advantage of spaces like these to network and connect with other guys that can help you out.
Yeah, man. Like I said, unity of like-minded men. That's all you need. That's all you need. I've always looked at family. I share more in common with a man that thinks like me than I do with somebody I share genetics with. Somebody I share genetics with could lie to me, steal from me, stab me in the back. Somebody that I share principles and an ideology with won't ever do that to me, because we operate on the same level, fair treatment with one another, fair dealings with one another, individualism, hard work. This man thinks the same way I do. So there's very little chance he's ever going to violate me. Whereas the people I grew up with, that's not necessarily true, So again, unity of the like-minded. That's what I'm rooting for.
Because if we don't be able to create a playbook that keeps up with the world economy, the world market, job skills, and human capital, it's going to be rough for 18 to 40 and the younger generations behind us, because everything is rapidly moving fast, and nobody's not going to slow down or anything, because the economy is a nonstop machine. It never ends, it never stops. It keeps going regardless. And if you don't adapt, then you get put in the meat grinder.
Yep, the economy takes no prisoners. It doesn't see all it sees is money, and who has money and who doesn't.
But the intelligent men adapt. Even if you lose, you get up, you dust off, you learn from it, and you continue to work.
Correct. Where does life is hope.
That's all we need to do. We adapt to the environment that we're in. That's it. But I got to drop down, gentlemen. Man, it's been an amazing conversation, Mr. Fantastic. I appreciate you having me on, Jonathan. Pleasure to share a platform with you again. Good to meet you, Unspecialist. Gentlemen, I'll be in the chat, man. Y'all take it easy.
Most definitely, bro.
Peace,
Like I said, hey, I'm about to go ahead and shut this shit down anyway. You two brothers, go ahead and give your closing statements, bro.
I just want to say salute to you, Fantastic. Salute to you, Unspecialist, and salute to the chat, man. You know, we got to focus on being more productive, man, because when it comes to, at least with financial shit, I like Kiyosaki. I think that more people need to understand that in the incoming days, man, incoming years, it needs to be about business, investment, something, monetization, whatever you have to do, because the positioning is going to get tight. But salute to you, Fantastic, and have a nice late night, man.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, same thing I'm going to say as I said yesterday, you know, salute to Fantastic, everybody that came up on the panel. This was a productive discussion. All I'm going to say, and this might sound funny, but everybody, you guys need to be B1, not the other B1. I mean business first, because like I said, no matter the side, your country is going to slide. Don't think politics, don't think social justice, think productivity and business first. So thanks again and peace out.
Appreciate you, bro. And I'm putting two links in the chat for you guys. Make sure you guys take the time out of your day, man, and watch this interview from Robert Kiyosaki. The first one was Anarchy USA. If you haven't already seen it, Facebook Kiyosaki. Kiyosaki. Okay. Make sure y'all check this out, man. Again, like I said, we've been saying this for a long time. This shit is coming. All right. It's coming a lot faster than we think it is. And if you're not prepared, man, you're going to get rolled over. I keep telling you guys what I'm trying to tell you. By all means, if you do not have something set up solid for certain secure job-wise, you need to be looking into the military, or at least, if not active duty, at least to be looking into it from the reservist aspect, because it's a whole lot easier for you to get in as a reservist, right? And do the, 1 weekend a month, 2 weeks a year, whatever, what have you, right? And transfer over to active duty than it would be for you to try to get in here once they motherfucking close them doors, bro. I'm telling y'all, all right? There's no shame in it. As again, man, as a man, you have to have like the, the shot recency fucking mentality, bro. You miss a shot, that don't mean you stop shooting. Because if you know you're a shooter, eventually you're gonna catch it and you're gonna go. You can't fucking, if you hold up on the shot you fucking miss, bro, you'll stop taking the shot. So you can never fucking hit the shot you don't take. All right. So a lot of times with brothers, man, I seen white dudes do this shit all the time, man. I seen motherfuckers, white dudes that had careers or whatnot. Some shit happened or whatever. They had a family setback or an extra baby, or they were fired, or the business fucking bottomed out. You know what they fucking did, man? They joined the fucking military, man. All right. At like mid 30s. All right. So don't ever look at it from the aspect of like worrying about what the public's gonna say or what everybody else gonna think about you and all that sort of shit. Listen, man, you're doing what's best for your life. All right. And I'm telling you, you're gonna need something for certain if and once this fucking bubble pops. Shit, I'm my ass talking about motherfucking retiring in fucking 3 years, nigga. Depending on how this shit go and what's available on the outside, as long as the contracts and everything is still available overseas on the outside, shit, fucking, I'm good. Or even from the aspect, I'll still be able to go to school and get paid to do that. But I'm having to reconsider some of those things too, depending on the economic status of the country. You feel what I'm saying? So as much as I may want something, if it's, you know, something that's going to hinder me or possibly hurt me, I may have to fucking change up something I want for a couple of months or a year. You know what I'm saying? In order to motherfucking get the shit to go. But by all means, man, like I said, as always, greatly appreciate you guys. You know how we get down. Cop a shirt or a hoodie if you want, you know. But you know what I mean, support. You guys already support me greatly enough. You know how we do. 3 bands is on the way. I will be doing a giveaway. I got to figure out what it is. Stay tuned to figure out what it's gonna be. You know how we do. You know what I'm saying? Live action. Everything I do is live action. So there's no question about none of this, that, and the other. We put it up there on the screen for everybody to see it, and that's the way we play it, baby. So all in all, man, like I said, that's that on that one. I'll catch you on the next one.